What up everyone, my name is Nightrow, and today I'm going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV now. Today I'll be able to stream as really late at night, considering I'm free tomorrow, so I'm happy with that. So, I'm going to continue with the story, which is through the mainstream. According to this Final Fantasy XIV guide, when it comes to the story, that is. Honestly, I want to finish this as fast as possible. Like the story, so I can reach the heaven first, because I really want to get my Dark Knight's job already. So let's get this started. Let's see here. Hero series of bending, string 13, skill speed. I just realized that I never whipped the previous stuff. Bandit. Okay. So I got some I already have it on. Let's see here. I really keep forgetting that thing. I'll probably go with this one, the second one. Okay, let's get this started. I'm excited for this. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home, when I received a request for assistance from Magina and Sons Mineral Concerns. It would appear that the storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Miners, they seem in isolation, occasionally discrepancies in the manifest prolong this mess as clerical error. It was only clerical. It was only during the concern's annual audit that the panic became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals and only crystals were missing. I need hardly to tell you what they may imply. I'm gonna guess something primal? The brass blade charged with investigation and theft believed that someone within the concern is selling the crystal for profit. Alas, they have yet to be unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have been grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been a merely monetary value. If there's even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Ishtada when you arrive. She and Sacred, whatever, have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of this. That I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Let's see, if I remember from what I read the last time I streamed, it was that I'm gonna be fighting Leviathan in this throughout the story. Okay, so with each other in Horizon. Okay, I already know how to get there, so let's just teleport there since it's a lot faster. I'm not gonna use the tickets. I wonder if there's any books for Final Fantasy, like a novel or something like that. I should probably look that up, because I've been reading a lot of mangas and books, novels and like light novels and stuff. That makes me wonder if there's any one for Final Fantasy. I know there's a Final Fantasy manga, which is kind of related to 14, but not really. It's more like an isekai. I started reading the like digital online, so I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Ah, Nightrow, your assistant is not is most welcome. Also not most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blade of the robes, albeit to a little avail. It will seem that the thief took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better be spent in conversation with the Lupa. He and the other charged with the leading investigation, and I will only be repeating that which is related to me. If that eluded my attention, perhaps it will not elude yours. Okay. Okay, let's see. Going there next. Then I always keep forgetting to look up to see how I can get the like armors for my chocobo. I really like to get some. Unless it's, I mean, I know there's a Warrior of Light armor for chocobo. I don't know if that was like for the collector's edition only, or if there's a way to actually get it to game. Oh, hello there, Nightrow. Was it? You should accept to just like you. Trouble business in this theft. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen. I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. Okay, what's with the music? A short while ago, the drivers of the heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Elegant Subway. The car bolted on towards eastern Netherlands, where, thanks to gods, I hear and had their colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. Okay, that sounds pretty suspicious. A speeding carriage? It would seem a curious choice for thieves such from uncommon. Yet the Yamaja do have the foothold in eastern Netherlands. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could. Do you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointment news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Tancred, where had you been off to? I figured you have everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And will you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do myself a part to help my friends in the brass blade intercepted. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of softness. The blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. If that's so, alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. So they were just regular thieves, not the ones holding the crystal. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Nightrow. Okay. Speak with Tancred. Oh, there he is. Wait, what the heck? So the Shako is just wearing a mask. What the heck? It looks kind of silly because of the mask, but the armor itself for the Shako actually looks bad. The arm things, it's kind of reminded me of one of my Power Ranger toys, which is cool. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amajas are innocent of this particular speed of crimes. By all indication, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystal exhausting during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. Oh crap, I didn't read that. It cannot be that we're dealing with a simple thief. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystal alone? Plainly, we're missing something. What do you think about what might be? I shall inform a ranger of our progress or lack thereof. Ooh, cutscene.
Now then.
Just in case.
The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Oh, there's thunder. That's never a good sign here.
I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Oh, oh, oh.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Okay, as I planned. Second. Let's see. Determinations. Coding spells. I really don't know where and what his stats does. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight. No? Well then, for once of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Falupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within. Okay, let me turn back on the thing here. There we go. I just realized that. What is this again? Battle XP. I don't know. Wait, I don't have the thing. The X booster. That's disappointing. Oh well. Maybe when I change jobs, I'll be able to get it back. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I have some thoughts on the matter, and I've just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufulupa. And what is the disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activity escaped our notice for so long, and then he came to me. What if there was someone amongst our ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our midst? It will be most unfortunate if your fears prove well founded, Fufulupa. Indeed, if, for a reason of security that concerns, decide to transfer of remain crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plan will be discovered in the moments of the past blades were informed. But such a shipment will surely be well guarded. With thieves as wily as our risk of confrontation. Mayhaps not, but neither will the concerns be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry on the transfer secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone liquid miner, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to that. But to travel with so much cargo will be a strenuous task indeed. And this miner will certainly need to rest upon the way, perhaps not to the bridge of the Armerli. A fine spot for a rest. Will you not agree, Nightrow? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. Must inform my men at once. Okay, this guy is pretty suspicious, in my opinion. Call me cynic, but I will be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. I wonder, how can you become a ninja in this game, though? Like, I'm not interested in becoming a ninja, but I mean, eventually I will. So it makes me wonder, like, if becoming a ninja, if it's like any of the other previous Final Fantasy games, specifically the first Final Fantasy game, makes me wonder if the way you get it is by becoming a thief and then through some way you turn into a ninja. Because in the first game, you literally turn to the thief is the one that turns to a ninja. Oh yeah, I forgot, I can fly now. Yay! The one thing Standing to watch. Nani? Fuck. What the fuck? Am I even pressing the right buttons? And that guy is down for the count. And so will you, sir. And you're dead. More of them! Kill them all! Okay, now they die on all offensive since I used that boost. And you're dead. Unknown Ravager. Ish. Hold on. I have joined the... whatever, I'm gonna do that, fuck that. Ishtola? You wearing a hat? Oh, you are. Start going to the lads, as expected. You were unharmed? A gang of sea wolves, thieves, in the tunnel of no less. I suppose our first time for everything. Sea wolves? All of them? Aye. And all that same taste in facial tattoos, but in case you were wondering, our things are a long way from home. Thank you. If you will be so good to attend to the outstanding matter in Horizon, I have inquiry to make. Check the Q with that gloves, or that top, whatever it's called. To Horizon then. And Volupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Is that a mining hat? Helmet? Oh, that looks so silly. Oops. Wait. Oh, I keep forgetting stuff in this game. Walk's sake. Heck, I got my weight. On behalf of the breastplate of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle, and while you were afield, you succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? And by your leaves, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the genus of Blaze dispatched to detain him, and made good in his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been simply sampling the summoners we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf. Lomensan born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my words on that. I see. Pray keep my praise of any development. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our target is at the end of damn it. together is at an end ends. My friend, your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing. I know about one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you need to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Of course I'm not. I'll go with the first one. Love it. Okay, speak with all your at the post. Oh wait, that's another one. Mother in exile. Where exactly is that? Oh, it's... How the hell did I not notice you, man? Some paint, I guess? I like purple. Purple, that looks more like red. Alien orange yellow dye. Or brown. I'll probably go with the purple. We never know. The antecedent may be to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where Jean Alvena awaits you coming most eagerly. It was he who requested our assistance. Some commotion or incident I may not private to the detail, but you do whatever it is that Alvena has planned for you. I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Okay. And I play with my magic tool. I wonder if every mount in the game have any like music relating to the original games. Like the Chocobo has a Chocobo theme, and the Magic Take Armor has the Final Fantasy 6 song. I don't know the exact name for the song, but let's... There we go. You are late, no matter. I know where our visitors are headed. Oh. What? I'm scared now. I'm scared that the power might go out because of stupid thunder and rain. From what I've been able to gather, the vessel belonged to a band of Domas, who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? And Arthur? Well, like the rest of the nations of Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Berlin Empire, keeping our visitors on a non-survival as well as the state of their ship. I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tales. More importantly, what they know of their current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We will be fools not to pursue this opportunity. Do you not think? Come with me to the Nightrow. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find Domas bickering with the Sultan's sword, the royal promenade. We were uncertain and revolted. The preceding interests for our guests are not themselves imperial agents. It seems hard to assume that they may be being pursued by someone. If not, who better than you to have in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do still enjoy your sparkling repartees at a spark. Good, I shall see you in Oda. He does have a point, like the ship does not look damaged or anything. I hope nothing goes wrong with this stream. Like I've been waiting for it to be Sunday specifically, so I can stream this. But because of the whole rain and thunder is been bothering me. I would have streamed a lot earlier if it wasn't for that. But it's been raining and thundering non-stop since yesterday and the day before. Okay, so what part of course? Where is it? Which should we get? Oh wait, I'm in this for correct. Well, I'll find out one way or the other. Now, according to this, it's around here, right? Or is it on a different floor? That's pretty confusing. I'll just use the authority stones or whatever. Oh, stop, Sergeant Cookie. That's Chamber of the Rule. Oh, there we go. Oh. Sup, boy? How you been? Coco, you scared? Pinky. Take Coco, she's scared. Fudge. Okay, I turned off the camera. You can come in now. And plus, how the hell did you even know I had the camera on? You can't. Yes, she's hiding under the desk. Yeah, but Coco.
You got all her shit. Yeah, boogie.
I don't. Only have one toy. Huh? Her toy? I know her Rangers in the sauna. Oh, fuck, I lost. Oh no! Don't tell me. Was that a short power outage? Don't tell me I lost internet. Please don't let that be the case. Okay, hey Puerto Rico. Am I still streaming? Am I still live? The seconds are still counting. Oh lord. I don't like the sound of this. But there has to be thunder and lightning. And rain. But, yeah, I have electricity so damn weak. It's a matter of how many times you ask without the necessary permission. None shall pass. We understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. I'll wait with you, and darken this door no longer. I will not ask again. And you know not what you do. She's a cat girl, okay? I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A little man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alfena Levelero, at your service, friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in these parts of the world. At least, few indeed are your allies, you know that. Oh fuck, that thunder. I literally saw the entire thing. The flash. Am I still alive? Oh my god, I need to close that curtain. Fuck's sake. I cannot stand the flashing, it's so distracting. Okay, I think there shouldn't be no more flashing thunder or lightning. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. If there is, I'm gonna be pissed. Would you believe about it? Okay. Yeah, you will need some of you, if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. No, wait, she's not a cat girl, she's a dragon girl. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is what we can do to help. You still there, Sergeant Goopy? thingy that was the Adventure Guild? If I remember. Adventure Guild. There goes the thunder. I'm pretty sure the stream can hear that thunder and lightning. I should really memorize the names of the race in that game. I
We
should
have
write.
traveled some several thousand miles.
One
across
second
the
here.
sea
Let me
from the
quickly.
nation
There we go.
these lands.
Oh wow! Right at the end of the sentence.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Domar was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
Probably dead.
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
That's okay. I was just trying to make sure that my thing is still going. Okay. Lady Yugiri. I just realized I think she's the first like dragon race people that I ever met in the game. I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them. I think it suffice to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more, when you have already offered so much, this pressure compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associate spare any provisions, anything at all, it will go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Like what specifically? Speaking more meaty. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Nightrow? Of course I will help. We couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See, but just send word that they can come. Meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuff in no one to feed. Best of all, and they pay for the lots in advance. Haha. Go on, call on Frederick and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue exchange. Tell them I sent to ship the little princess order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. They should set them straight. Okay, where is it exactly? I already explored this continent. Wait, am I even going the right way? I'm gonna assume it's this way. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I normally want to question Mistress Momedi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I got her permission, man. Here's a letter with proof. I'll not speak of the children, but you asked me, any man what can earn across to deserve to go hungry. That's fine. I can barely see anything with the damn thingamabobs. I don't even know what they're called. My, that's a rather odd request. May have you misheard her instructions. Oh, I heard correctly. Here's a letter with proof of it. You know you should encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Okay, speak with Momides. This guy's delayed. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go on and tell Lady Kitty it's all in hand. Aye, aye, ma'am. I dare not hope for such a magnanimity, much less expected. Mrs. Momedi is generous indeed, but you'll be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yukiri, I bring the Flame Journal into your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply. You have been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we shall return to the royal promenade at once. You have done much for us. Master Athana, I'm sorry we should return the favor. And not as owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. A small favor you fairly won with your words. And is it with the words? Then that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. And I shall choose them with care. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy. That nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us at the royal promenade. Kind of curious to see how her face looks like. Oh, that actor. Oh, frick. Oh, what the fuck? My mouse is turned up for some damn reason. What the hell is wrong with this mouse? It can be that I already ran out of battery. Oof, not that way. Like I barely used it. As far as I can remember. I think I started using it last week. Shipper up. There we go. A pleasure, Nightrow. The others are already installed. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace.
Oh, yes. Wait for
To
that.
mark this, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
Honestly, that's not a bad offer though. Like, you're getting more soldiers, in exchange for them having homes. Even though it's kind of terrible considering they really just lost their homes and most of their families and friends, but
and
you
there
know,
are parts of the city
they
which
become
are
soldiers, they can fight back and get their
If they are
revenge one
willing
way or
to
the other.
work, I see no reason not to let them.
And I did not listen to what he was saying. I, for one, think this marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strikes me as an industrious lot. There are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they're willing to work, I see no reason not to let them. Okay.
The
I
head
shall
of
stay
the
quiet.
Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Oh lord.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
He has a point.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
I guess the vote has been decided. No help for them.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Okay. Well, shit. How the hell are we gonna help? Let's see. Strength, vitality. I'll just go with the first option. Yes. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Often I have wondered, and how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I will taste no word on him. Not one that Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the halls of flame. Okay, should turn on back the camera. Okay, speak with Rowan at the Hall of Flames. For a second, so. I guess we're downstairs. Okay, so she just teleported to the literally the big ass Satellite stone there. Black Soul? Okay, watch. Satellite Plaza. Okay. Okay, so I've been streaming for 54 minutes. Good. It's not that long, but I'm curious to see how many quests there is and how many I have completed so far. Promise to keep. That's mission quest 4. From 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 10 more quests for me to finish for this tour. So let's try to do this as fast as possible, because there's plenty more quests to do. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists and have made their position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are the limbs of Lomensa or Gridania. I judge given the state of their internal affair, which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods. But thoughts of them and hollow in an airless hole, with no hope for better treatment. But I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Amphilia, this is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate situation, I do. Will wish to preserve that which It's ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment. Not all my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week perhaps, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you will hear it. Out with it, Master Alpana. The headquarters of my order, the Science of the Seven Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant Tolls, an outpost in Mordana. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comfort of more well-established settlements. However, the leader of the Revenant Tolls have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter, be way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant Tolls will offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alpana, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of a hard labor and few comfort, as I told you. And before that, there remains a matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant Tolls, which will be not small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Old Dawn Adventure Guild can be assistance. Look for me there, Nightrow. Okay. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people will accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Okay. Okay, and I just gotta go to the Adventurers Guild, and from there I can finish my quest, and then I'll only have like 9 quests left for this story. I'm guessing that's a Dark Knight. I wanna become a Dark Knight already, but I can't. We're concerned that the Doman's refugee may find the journey to Revenant Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard the ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Mobri has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time they're ready to set up for Mordana. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Okay. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle. General, is there a the Rebel Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. For in a smaller number, mayhaps it will go unnoticed. But the syndicates will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordana. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 17-7 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We shall begin contract negotiation at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. And come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in reverent halls, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Yugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I just realized I got a message here. I will entrust the task of escorting our Doman friend to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? I'm ready to go. Okay. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, where from they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, and it has all been decided rather or something, it will not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Nightrow, I will have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small and short. Whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with a man named Ozen. When you arrive at, as Lady Yugiri tells, he has been designated the leader of the first group. The best part is yep, right there. So I'm gonna teleport to Horizon. I kind of wish there will be a damn teleporting stone. They don't get that spot instead of a couple miles away. What can you do? I just realized I never exported my previous stream to YouTube and private. Let's go! Fly, Chocobo, fly! I don't even know how the hell he can fly with those tiny ass wings. I wonder if there's any like differences, like with the other colored chocobos. And when I mean that, I mean like physically, like if they have like bigger wings or something. Because I know the black chocobos can fly, and if I remember, I think it was the blue chocobos that can heal or something like that. Or was it the white chocobos? I don't remember. Greeting now, but inform me that the science will be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you. Though Shane says as well, a great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. The works. I knew from glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Forgive the trouble, but I traveled you to help round out the children that have been given into my care. They're most adept at stay hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eye will succeed where I have failed. Are you serious? You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Joseph. He can tell you more. Okay. Behemoth mount. Oh, hello there. I'm Joseph, son of Hosen. Would you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're weird? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but what's that? We're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriage. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. The 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. If you say so. I'm just gonna assume they're somewhere around. And I already found. Hey, you're not Josen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Nightrow Eclipse, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those Stellans, aren't you? What? No. Science. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Nightrow Eclipse. Okay, now to search for 2 more. And I already spotted another one. And I see another one too. Okay, so that's all 3 of them. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Joseph didn't say anything about adults. You gotta ride horse-bird carriage? I don't know. Sounds scary, but if Joseph said it's safe, I'll go. Gotta move on, girl. Or boy, I'm not even sure. Can't tell because the king character model. How you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, Guardians didn't find me. I wonder why. Okay, so I think with that I finished this quest. Now I only have 8 more quests to go. Or is it 9? I don't remember. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it is best that the children know what to do in case the Guardian found us. I shall hope that the days are behind us, but nevertheless, take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Let's see, this is for critical spell speed. What with that? Let's see. You'll see critical. Okay. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest are at regular interval. My family and I are included. My stubborn old father and homemade will be traveling in the lead carriage together with John Koharu, whom I believe you already met. Though I understand the road to Ulda is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it will give us great comfort if you agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Okay, so the coachman should be. Oh, there he is. Eager to be off, are ye? Aye. Well, I was meaning to have my words with thee about that. Burns from the blaze say we might have a problem. A first-looking beast has been sighted south of the bridge to Harmelia. Might be as someone eyes are playing tricks on it. Tricks on them, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here another story. So I wasn't thinking you might go ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure that the area is safe. Like, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied that the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blade tells me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming that the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Okay, so I gotta go way over here. Good thing I get my damn flies. I like my magic trick. What if I can fly really high? It will help me get over the mountains a lot faster. I mean, I'm literally flying higher than usual, so you can't tell me nothing, game. I wonder if there's some paper craft for the magic type armor. I wonder if there's a way. Like, is there a way like to attack with the mouse? Like, I know you can shoot lasers, but like I don't even know how to do that. Surveying. Looking around for mysterious suspects. It's a wandering eye. Kill it with fire. It's dead. And I just realized I can do some of those. I mean, because I have my flying mounts, I can get to some of those areas a lot easier. It's already here. I thought I had to go even further. So there was a beastie. What's being the operative word, eh? Ha. That's a goal. It's a goal to wherever, I guess. Hold on. Well fought, sir. Well fought. Ah, only I were in better health. I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets his responsibility preclude attacks during two. But that is as it may. I cannot help but envy. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skills in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. 80 kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, and yet she chose to stay. Save food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. Others won't even begin to repay such debt. By working hard, I guess. A kind father to she who has given everything she will give up, and she gives her all. Whatever works is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it's a matter not. Remnant halls will grow and prosper by our hands. What the fuck? Hey, Mr. Nightrow, how do I want to know why you become an adventurer? It's fun. To go where the wild rose blooms. I guess I'll go with this. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in a lot of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Nightrow. I've got a question. What Reverend Toast like? Is it pretty? It's busting outpost frequented by a countless adventurer. As a battling of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wild. That one is. It's a home to the signs of the Seven Dawn. It is a stone throne from the what? Could I go with the truth or? I guess the first one is the best option because it is true. I'll go with this one. You mean there's a lot of people who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Just hope you don't get disappointed by the view. Koharu, it's my turn again, Mr. Nightrow. When I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experience and adventure. Fight ferocious beasts, train every day. Buy weapons somewhere from Rowena. I guess I'll go with this one. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. All right. That's now question. Question for Mr. Nightrow. I find that kind of cute. That's not fair. Why does Joseph get to ask questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Of course. Anyone can be an adventurer. Really? Then I will thanks for the advice, Mr. Nightrow. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too, oh boy. Just by his hair, he looks like he could be a samurai. And as for her, considering her little flower on her head, maybe a hero? Or maybe a summoner, I don't know. When we get to Revenant Tolls, let's make an adventure guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Nightrow and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Nightrow and Lady Yugiri. You can talk about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Yay, Chocobo ride. Okay. Honestly, I like that. That was cute. Speak to the opener at the quicksand. Wait, where is he? Oh yeah, he's at the adventure. That's the adventure guild. Cactuar. I wonder if they drop like a cactuar minion. That would be cute. I like cactuars. Okay, I wanna look something up here. See, I think it was... no, it's not. What was it? Oh, I forgot. Shadowbringer. Okay. Look at all shut up. Granny Mount, War Tiger Mount, Battle Tiger Mount. Triceratops. What? There's a Triceratops Mount? Model. I don't even know which one is which. I really wish they would just put it down pictures like which one it is. Okay, so that's called Granny Mount? That's a really odd name. Okay, now that I have a name, so let's see here. Granny Mount, featured probably as a steed of the Warrior of Darkness. Granny is only available oh man. I wonder how much the collector's edition costs. I really wish I could get myself a physical copy though. Ah, Nightrow, I think the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have a matter well in hand here. You and Lady Dugiri should travel to Remnant Tolls forthwith. Second. It is past time Lady Dugiri met with the guild representative in Revenant Tolls. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here, in that which might require your personal attention, I will instead have you serve as the escort to the Doman's delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slavborn. Upon your arrival, he is the one whom Domas will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards introduce Lady Dugiri to Memphilia and the guild emissary. If both meeting goes well, resulting the ties should stand the Domans as a good start for which it come. Same travels, Nightrow. Okay, gotta go. I keep forgetting to set up Mordana as my main teleportation place. There we go. Where exactly? Wait, what? That's confusing. And this must be the esteemed Lady Dugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the Tolls. I hope you do not find our death of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sort, providing they're willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no stranger to hard work, Master Slavborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, now for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand I'll give the same speech to all new arrivals. You need by your hand or call me master either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slavborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet met the descendant. 7 Hills, Nightrow. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stone. Damn, rude. I just wanted to introduce them to you, man. I know. I gotta do that, but first I need to introduce you. I don't know why I'd introduce you, but fuck. Oh wait, I need to speak to you, lady. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thought before me, your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stone anon. Okay, speak with me, video. Like, I'm kind of worried now. It's no use. Our attempts to reach the student about the sun continue to meet with failures. Ranger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but waiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Perhaps you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you. Huh? I don't work tomorrow. Let's see. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that the matter falls outside the normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of the refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Little Juliet is here? Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objection. Pray do with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no ways of knowing how many might answer my summons. The event that the Revenant Tolls could not accommodate us all, we will need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure as attendant. Thus, we must take our leave, as the first carriage are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, please speak with Slaffmore. Giddy Nightrow. Okay, so I guess everything went well. Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparation to ensure that our Dolmen friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of missing Crystal. Stella should be returning anon with a report from our field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. I just realized, I could also put like a border around the face cam thing.
How goes the fishing?
Oh,
caught anything?
There's an actual voice technique here.
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Okay.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Were you not listening to this entire conversation? Leviathan is about to come back.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies.
That's again tempered, and then we had to kill them.
The problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Okay. Let's see here. I need to check. There we go. Sea rises. Which one is that? That's the big thing. Okay, there's only 6 quests left. Failing should the worst come to pass, and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given the past experience, you may very well think that eventuality is inevitable. But so long as there isn't even a chance that the primal return might be prevented, we must need to bend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa and meet with the Admiral. Should we not have been idle in the intervening time, I will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we go to Limsa. Yes. What? My boat is falling asleep. Welcome, friends. I take it the shuttle has appraised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystal enough to summon their gods. Alas, we do not count on the Serpent Reavers, treasuring as far as Thunderlands, to supplement their cash. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not included to let the fishpack have their ways. Even as we speak, the Malestroms make ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we will welcome the silent supports in their endeavors. But if God forbid our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did with when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfidia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have some reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn to their nature. I will say only to say that there is something I will see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one who has whose aid I require. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak at the operation. Nightrow, Maelstrom's scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movement within the sap-spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way with their fourth wind. That you might be appraised to the latest intelligence. Commander Falkritz had charged the garrison. Okay, can Cam's gold found. I have the one? Oh, that's the olive one. I want to fight Leviathan already. I want to see how this fight goes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bad. Possibly, I don't know. Unless I get carried like last time. Considering I never fought fucking Leviathan. Let's see, where the heck am I? I have no clue where I am. There we go. Oh, it's this place. And I'll fight all. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Get on my way, man. Oh, ooh, there we go. I've been expecting you, Sergeant Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. Safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. That's debatable. Spirit Bone Potion increases Spirit Bone gain. What the hell, maybe I don't even know what that is. As you may already know, Malestrom scouts have been dispatched to Reconnoiter, the subspace spawning ground. Though it pains me to admit it, the Malestroms has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among the other things they have ordered, we determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have been following them. Or, for better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I will have you aid us in the search. High Scout venture into the Sapsa. All told here, take this flask, our first directive, to tend to those who have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion. If they ever perish, circumstances permitted, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into the enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you as a juncture. Okay. And I'll just fly straight to my location. Because no walls will stop me. Oh, there's one. Help somebody of old times to forget their restorative. Oh. You don't test game. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Highly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent Tongue. I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. I will, good sir. Do I gotta go on foot? Or can I just fly over? See if I could. Whee! I'm just gonna hope for the best. Yeah, I could fly over it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hello. die, you bastard! I'll kill you! Oof, they're dead. Oh, it's too late to rescue them. Their sacrifices won't be in vain, even though I have no clue I can carry their bodies. Okay, deliver the soldier to... okay. You returned. Thanks, the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent Tongue by yourself, I feared you would be an ultimately demise. But tell me, what becomes of the other? They're dead. Here's the corpses as you ordered. Dear God. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Thus their savagery knows no bound. Enemy or no, they go too far. I dread to think what might have become of the two remaining unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we had the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, Admiral finalized the details for the operation. The war horn will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. I'll just go with this. The gift of eternity. Wait, is that a ruby dragon? Thrice, damn fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all the seven hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagins and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Subsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. They're ready, but they're ready. We but await your order, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin will have taken the security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with a fierce resistance. But we are not so heartless as that. Commander, we shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at a key location. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Subsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest, presiding over the summit. We are not here to kill them all. Why not? They're trying to summon their gods. Let's just kill them all. The Malestrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates, the Serpent Tongue. Commander, you have charge over these efforts. Be mindful that the lay of the lands, there's a devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault. It has subsequent Junon plans out to cover their flanks. The same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. Likewise, we Signs shall form a small unit in hope of confusing the Sahagin defensive efforts. Nightrow and Shola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy defenses, rendering their path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Duncan and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning area, spawning ground. Have done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Ishto's Nightrow. When all has been set in motion, I myself should cut a path to the Athrite, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Let's go. When last did we fight side by side, Nightrow? Too long ago. I warned, but come, let us away. What's accepted? Which one is this quest though? Do I fight? Okay, so there's two, like one more until I had to get the quest for the Leviathan fight. And I fly! I fly to victory! The coffee effect is wearing off. Okay, around here. Right? Hope you can target the right one, damn it. This is why I don't rely on bugs when it comes to the target. Okay, there we go. I go to the next one. This is not good. Shit. Why are you targeting the other one? Target the right, for God's sake. Run away! Fuck you! I'll kill you! I'll stun you! Ooh, I got saved. Okay, I need to wait a little bit. Oh wait, I just got attack now. That was a close one. I just gotta keep moving forward. Oh no, you still let us down. I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. I'm gonna aid you, friend. Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the XIV is close at hand. Let us press on. Pretty sure this is gonna be a voice acting cutscene. Possibly, I don't know.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Watch out!
Did I miss much?
Yes.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
Are we too late? I'm guessing the Admiral.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Bet your sweet ass you're late. Shoot it.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
And on with that shit chat, we got trouble there. We're about to finish the ritual to summon.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
So much for immortality. Oh, never mind. Something's happening. Oh. What? What? Oh, okay, now he actually has immortality.
7 hells.
Literally.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am.
I mean,
eternal.
what if you just keep your bubble thing inside a jar? Wouldn't that be easier? I mean, once you run out of body to possess, I mean, we can just put you inside a jar. Or, you know, like, get you to be put in the body of a crab or something, then put you in the jar.
Of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
You should have done it in the first place. Like, kill them all. I mean, seriously. You're just gonna continue. There you go. Let's keep shooting them all.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh, we can seal you. Oh. There he is. Leviathan. Oh boy, he's big. They're gonna get devoured.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should
He's devouring you, you dumbass.
infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
Back to the sea, where else? To wreak havoc.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore.
Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
But aren't you a pirate?
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Oh shit.
For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
That makes sense. I mean, he is Leviathan. Well, say goodbye to James Mensa, I guess. That's what's up. Understand? I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise an entire coastal settlement. If he lets attempt and is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. That how is in the seven hells are we to prevent it? By preventing it? Though our apply carries out for action, we must take thought. So as long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. But you may be sure, Imlan herself will struggle to best the Lord of the World. In his element, in a straight fight, he will make it meet and match with us. Of us. We need another plan that Munch is playing. Let us return to Limsa and see if we can think of one I shall await you in the command room. Well, shit. Well, let's see here. Names of the Limsa. Okay. We must kill them or kill that rivals. Okay, let's see what this message says. Yeah, let's go.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Being hailed as God also exists in what you call the Far East. Legend tells us that they walked among us in days of yore. But I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measures. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the guardians feared them so. What is it? My message, Admiral. I judge it's best that I be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. What? One of the company of heroes? The Diesel Sergeant Hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I'm this client to put any store by his claim, and even should it be true, it is as Shaw said. None save the company hero has bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us what we do not know already? And yet having wager lives a survival on 2 ships, some ropes and pile of crystal. Can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Malestrom report and the supposed primal slayer claim. Nightrow, seek him out and learn what he knows. As the very least, I will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Great Fleet, the lower La Nocia. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Damn it, I was hoping to fight Leviathan already. I'm not gonna turn on my camera just yet. Well, I mean, it's already on, but like, to be seen in the stream, that is. Let's see. Wait, am I supposed to go like down? I mean, he did say over. Guessing the bombing range? I don't even know. Oh, this is the upper. So I'm supposed to go down. Guessing airship landing? Okay, maybe not. For fuck's sake, this place is such a maze. Okay, I guess I'll just look on foot. La Nocia, lower La Nocia. Okay, so it's literally outside. Let's get my little chocobo back. Oh, little. And I fly! Wait a minute, I know this place. Now look here, you'll have your bloody story right after he carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before. You had me pick those oranges for you, and before I knocked out the chocobo stable, and before I rode the millstone over to the mill, and also before baker. And then I told you to wear pants the last time I see you. Saw you. God damn, man. I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days! And do you hear me complain? Bah! Suppose some of us just ain't made for the buffer stuff. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Crouchtown ain't a generous soul. Now pick up your ears, cause I won't be repeating myself too much to see. Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one city. You can. A tale of the Crouchtown epic victory over the dead primal Leviathan. This guy's a bomb ass. Now, Leviathan, you should make no mistake. To give you an idea how big each of his skills is, about as wide across as a member's long. That's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the all the bright he was. My god, this guy's so distracting. He looks so stupid. He was pelting me with must have been Lagoon worth at least. Even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands in one stage. And of course it proved to be a great mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and I tied him in a knot. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates, the company of heroes, handle the rest. Like I said, the modest as well as heroic. Mayhaps too modest. Now, there's some say you can never truly be the Fabitus. That you get that? To learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company though. It's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It was just enjoying the attention is all. I'll take back everything I said. Go back to work, you bum. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm a chocolate. Oh, I'm the maggots. If I'm wriggling in Chocobo's dung, I had to lie to a woman to tumble him. That don't happen too much. Me members telling is pathetic. Boy, you just wasted your time. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I've seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back. I was working at the baker's hands. I was shirking my duties one day, ordering about the harbor, when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some miles up the coast. with a fleet of galleons making straight forward, a cannons firing. It was so bloody scared. I spoiled myself right there and then. Ah, oh gods. Just remember that made me sold myself all over again. Oh, dear gross. Go wear some pants. Hey, wait. If you're here asking for Leviathan, it means you're planning on fighting him again, ain't you? Take care. He really is terrible, dreadful. I'll tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in a Kolova or the bottom of the sea. But you think I already know that, you buffoon? Why, you worthless lion Horson? I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo Dong. Nightrow, this is Memphilia. We're able to learn out of us views against Leviathan. I beg your pardon? Leviathan. I see it as unfortunate. At any rate, I have a tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We wait you at the Morabi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you're able. You slapped the fuck out of this guy for doing that. Making people waste their time. Okay. Let's do this. Hey, no, fuck all. Is that a red star? And the stars in these games are really nice. They're cute. Only those stars can be like that in real life. The fact that you can see all the stars is even more amazing. Unlike in here in real life, where you can barely see a single star. But you can, but like, not all of them. One of the things you can appreciate about the hurricane is just you can literally just see all the stars. That's about it. That's the only thing you can appreciate about that one time. I even saw a shooting star. Okay, almost there. Okay, Marshall. There was no information. I told your John to the Great Fleet proved fruitless. Antithesis, lad. I'll wager it serves you to take your mind out of the events of our recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater, I call her, is complete. And she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with the platform. With you and your might, when you were fully in battle, I will mention also that she is nigh unsinkable. I do not want to tempt fate. The Holy Eater is her crew stands ready. Friend, just give the words and we shall bear your Leviathan. Okay. What is this? Durability drop. Reduces durability of okay. I knew that. Look, you're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Holy Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you, she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friend Naldic and Billy are calling an elemental converter. Assuming that things work, we will use the power of the Karthik crystal aboard to rob Leviathan of his hold over the water. Depending on how the battles unfold, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Say what? You telling me I gotta fight and activate the device at the same time? We suspected that the Sahagin and their thrall will tend to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, Malestrom will once again employ diversion. Dangren and Ishtala, I will have you assist in the efforts. If it's to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must now want for numbers. and by your leave, I too will volunteer my blade. We will welcome it. Having seen you fighting in Stabsa, I dare say the Fishback will find your presence highly diverting. Then great Nishola, if you would. Join the third levy and Lady Yugiri at fifth. I still haven't seen Yugiri's face. I want to see her. But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these go warily. For the sea is unforgivable. It is of wage war. May the navigator guide you through storms of your light. I will echo the Admiral's sentiments and a few words of my own. I know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Nightrow. May the crystal bless and keep you. And now I'm gonna fight you. I should probably look up to see how exactly you fight the freaking Leviathan because I have no clue. Okay, let's see strategy. Not the lore. I need to know how the fuck to fight it. Damn it, what the hell? There's no guide. I need to know how to fight this damn thing. Okay, I need to go pee? Watch. Oh, okay, I'll be back. Void. Whole ear heart. If only I can find a damn video on how to beat this. I'll just watch this video. Because I need to know how to beat this because I don't want to be like everyone else or like most people that just go in there and not realize they're doing something wrong.
Types of practice are awarded upon completion. The only thing that is longer than the cutscene for this trial is the primal it features. We welcome Leviathan. So without further ado, let's get into the guard. So we can start this part as normal with the main tank gaining enmity of Leviathan and the party dealing damage to it. There are no mechanics in the first phase, and at 90% health, Leviathan will disappear. It is recommended to run to the centre of the platform and keep an eye out for a water plume along one of the edges. This indicates where Leviathan's head will reappear and you'll be knocked towards this location. During this next phase, the main tank will need to gain enmity of Leviathan's head, and the off tank will gain enmity of Leviathan's tail on the opposite side of the platform. For the damage dealers, during this next phase, to the centre of the platform, enmity of Leviathan and the party dealing damage to it. There are no mechanics in the first phase, and at 90% health, Leviathan will disappear. It is recommended to run to the centre of the platform and keep an eye out for a water plume along one of the edges. This indicates where Leviathan's head will reappear and you'll be knocked towards this location. During this next phase, the main tank will need to gain enmity of Leviathan's head, and the off tank will gain enmity of Leviathan's tail on the opposite side of the platform. For the damage dealers, the part of Leviathan you attack is dependent on the type of the damage you deal. If you are a melee damage dealer or physical range DPS, then you should focus the tail. If you are a caster, you should focus the head. Each part of Leviathan's body will have a buff that indicates what sort of damage it will reflect, so ensure you are attacking the correct one and not taking unnecessary damage. Healer should caster, you should focus dealers. The part of Leviathan.
Okay, so his head reflects physical damage, so at range. So I'm guessing for that the DPS people gotta attack the tail, while the magic ones attack the head. That's what I'm guessing.
The new attack is dependent on the type of the damage you deal. If you are a melee damage dealer or physical range DPS, then you should focus the tail.
Okay,
if you are a caster, you should focus the head. Each part of the Leviathan's body will have a buff that indicates what sort of damage it will reflect, so ensure you're attacking the correct one and not taking unnecessary damage. Healers should be aware of players taking this damage, however. Heal up as necessary. Dread Tide is a single target ability dealing moderate damage to the main enmity threat, and Aqua Breath is a random target circular AoE dealing low damage. Partway through the fight, Wave Spine Ants will spawn. The off tank should gain enmity of these, and the party should kill them as quickly as possible. Water Spout is a circular AoE that will target the healers. It's unavoidable, but it deals very low damage, basically be ignored. However, other players should avoid stepping too close to the healers as to avoid extra damage. At just over 50% health, giant spumes will spawn at the four corners of the platform. These spumes will deplete the elemental conversion gauge whilst they are alive. Our aim is to switch focus to these immediately and kill them as fast as possible. We need at least 30 out of 100 on the elemental conversion gauge to avoid the raid-wide damage from Leviathan later on. This is a small DPS check. Once they are killed, they will splash out a low amount of damage. After they are dead, Leviathan will use Tidal Roar, a full area-wide AoE dealing moderate damage. At around 40% health, Leviathan will disappear and on-screen prompts will indicate the incoming raid-wide damage. As soon as Leviathan disappears, the elemental converter should be activated, and the party should stack in the center. If you have killed the giant spumes quickly enough, this will nullify all of the incoming damage from Tidal Wave. Failure to kill the spumes fast enough, or failure to activate the elemental converter will result in a party wipe. Immediately after, we need to look for the water plume to see where Leviathan will reappear. If a water plume appears at either end of the platform, rather than the edges, this will indicate that Leviathan will charge across the platform, dealing damage to that half of the platform, so keep an eye out for where the plumes appear. This final phase, the mechanics will repeat, excluding the elemental conversion mechanic, a new ad type will spawn, the Wave 2 Synergy. This must be killed as soon as possible, as this ad can fear any of the players and can also use Dreadstorm. This ability leaves a tainted puddle that will fear anybody that walks through it.
Okay,
if all the damage on the respective body of your damage class, it won't be long before you sink the Leviathan. And there you have it, the Wall Eater Heart is complete.
Okay, so I get it so far? Understand it? So I should focus on the head while the other tank focuses on the tail, I'm assuming. It needs to relax a bit. I cannot be nervous because if I'm nervous, I'm gonna fuck it up. Okay. Okay, run to the middle, run to the middle. What is the DPS doing? I'm guessing he doesn't know. Oh shit. If we don't destroy this thing fast, we're gonna get screwed over at the end. Oh shit. Did nobody activate the damn thing? Oh, frick. And we were doing so well. Oh shit, we fucked up again? How the hell are we supposed to activate that? I don't know how to activate it. I don't know how to activate that. Unless it's that switch thing over there. I think we did it. Successfully did it. Ay, yep. We got this. Oh, we got this. We got this. Yes, we did it. I wanted to play it. It only took us like a third try. A third attempt. Okay. That was a fun boss fight. Okay, report to nowhere at the command room. Okay. I was expecting like for there to be like a weapon or something. I don't know. That had me a little bit worried. I mean, we managed to do it.
Just commemorate the day you believe serves it most.
That thing is still alive. Yeah. Or... Going on the RUCA after business, I thought it's best to refrain from making conversation during the past few visits. But today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, I know what awaits you in the command room. Wink. Okay, let's see.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
Good job, yo.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
When will I see your face, Daniel?
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds stood before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
There we go. Let's see here. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have been keeping a letter of introduction to for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for a smaller fishing vessel. Look for an inconspicuous Hurian, man there, and present the letter to him. He served as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of fraternity, to which you will be introduced, abide in the shadows of Lumensan society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by the bonds stronger than the metal. To wit, they are invariable, very of few faces. Though it's an EP penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will not get you only so far as their confidence. You must work for very ounce of trust they place on you. But here is the letter. And go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. And good luck. Where exactly is this guy? Oh, he's not that far off. Okay. So that's another primal defeated. Wonder if there's any rewards worth getting by repeating the same quest. And especially, I mean, I'm pretty sure the extreme versions are a lot harder. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna give a good amount of rewards. Okay, there he is. Got benefits with the adventurer. Damn it. So you're the man at the Admiral sent portal. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse at the Thinker too, but been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. But what with all the though I went about it, but I expect he got the hands full. And you must be the far eastern Marlib said she wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. And Julia Abdoma. It is an honor to make your acquaintances. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as the nature of your membership. Well, it seems I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure, and the pirates don't give two farts about keeping spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep the shadows, but we got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. So you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. As you know that the practitioners of my art, too, are the necessities of shadow. Tis in stealth and art. Stealth lies. There's much we might learn from another, I think. Then what is the seven hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, and you do what's it? We can get acquainted in more private surroundings. Ha! That didn't come out right, did it? And I guess she's a ninja. Master Nightrow, I shall remain with these people for a time. Then I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domens. No words will suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting to my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. But the encounter will be my honor to welcome you as a student. Okay, I was hoping to see her face banging. I don't know which one to pick. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the Galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggles. But forgive me, I have kept you alone, doubtless, so that you have been pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require the escort in this stance. When next you meet Lady Minfidia, I relayed to her my humblest thanks. With that I could do not do so in person, but I must need fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior of light. Yee. Through Revenant tolls. Bye-bye, Yugiri. And I really wish I could have seen your face, but it did not happen. And with that, that's gonna be another part of the story completed. Well, once I finish this story, that is. There we go. Minfilia, I have returned.
I have been replaced during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
What? So they're dead? Or they're literally gone?
Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
So it literally disappeared.
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
So he's a villain?
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
That does not sound good. Let's see here. Strength, critical, vitality. There's no difference though. Whatever. And with that, I finished the story. I was planning on continuing with the next story, but it's getting late. I mean, I don't work tomorrow, so I guess I can just do 2 streams tomorrow, like one during the day and one during the night, because that way we can speed up the process with the story. So I guess that'll be good that way. So, with all due said, thank you guys so much for watching my stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna start uploading the first part of my streams, Final Fantasy XIV onto YouTube. Since I already had them there, I might as well just go ahead and upload them. make them live in public stuff. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna start doing that. So anyways, thank you so much for watching my video slash live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.